I'm Riley Harvey for V-Cycling News, and this is Moonrider's Tour of Europe Stage 2. Sorry, Tour of Europe, the European edition, European time zones, and we're getting ready to get underway with the second race in the series. It's a 6-part series. There are a choice of taking part in all six of the events, or you can take part in just 4 of the events, and you can choose, if you take part in all 6, your 4 best times count. Looking at the field here, I can see Team Arkenbach is there from Moonriders, and I think it's Matt Lucker from Team 3R, Woods Place. Wearing the yellow, the current leader, Mike Wareham, Alves there. We can go on the field. 2 minutes and 19 to the start. Straight into a descent on this 27.8 kilometre stage. Seeing 74 riders, bigger field than yesterday. Five seconds till we're underway. And everybody's power goes red. We're looking at a few of the back markers there. Bergqvist straight out into the lead. Nugbur, who performed well in yesterday's stage. Paul Budell from OTR with another OTR teammate from Ryan Dunn there. P. Grant, Mike Aid, Gav Ash, who was up in the battle yesterday. Woods Place. On the front group there. Mike Wareham. Like we're going to have a big pack for the early part of this race. Big descent section coming up now, hitting speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour. Witek Place, winner of yesterday's stage. See if this is another stage that's going to go to the Moonriders. About 40 people in this group. See the rest of the group there strung out behind. There were a few left on the start line. RGT, new app, causing some little issues today. weren't helped with Google servers having an error. Caused a few people to have some problems today. Got a big peloton group together now. Really at the front of this group, 21st position. Again, another rider that performed well yesterday. I'm looking on the chat today on YouTube if anyone wants to send a message, anyone wants a shout out on the stream. Want any more information? James Ogilvy at the front there, Team OTR. Slow descent section. Coming up to a hard left-hand bend. Reed's there, who was in the mix yesterday. Got a pack of around about 46, 47 there. 72 riders online tonight. Just taking a bit of a run off the front there, stretching out this little group. Moon Rider's easy to spot in that white, green and yellow strip, chasing him down. Van Brakel dropping off the back of the pack there. You can see there's some stretching out here. Back to 38th position, and then we've got, I think it's 39th there, then we've got a significant gap. Francois in this group at the front. I see a dirt rider in there tonight as well. Got 3 riders going off the front. Close in a little bit, see who those riders are. And Gavash. He rode very well last night. Kept Casper Hiederdam in check. Arcade of OTR there, up in 2nd place. And this group's come back together after they've been stretched out a little bit there. No doubt that there's a few riders been dropped off. One of the Moon riders there at the back of the group. It's looking like they're struggling a little bit. Might not look like much of a gap there for them, but nice. Isathor, 39th position. They've just dropped off there. As soon as you're back more than about 10 meters from the rider in front, you are looking like you're going to have to. Oh, Horgan there, just dropping. As soon as you're back more than 10 meters from the rider in front, you do have to significantly increase your power to get back onto the draft. You go from saving 100 watts to having to put in that 100 watts plus to chase back on. dirt there. The rider's putting out around about 250 watts there. Lead rider, Faustino, they're putting out 340 watts to keep this pace up. They're at 42.5 kilometers per hour. RGT on some technical issues today. I don't think I'm free of those technical issues either. My profile doesn't seem to be updating across the bottom or in the top right hand corner as we'd expect for this race. The rating system for this event is different to virtually any of the other ones. I don't think anyone else has done it as yet on RGT. We actually have a shirts rating, so there's a gold jersey, silver jersey, mountain jersey and a green jersey. Gold jersey is open classification. Silver jersey is just for riders who are ranked at silver on RGTDB or below. Mountain jersey, obviously, points given for climbing mountains, and green jersey for the sprints. The gold jersey at the moment being won by Woods Clace, who won yesterday's stage, and he's been chasing that by Matt Rucker, who was up in this group. Matt Rucker, Team 3R rider. Be looking to get some points back on the jersey classification. Fleming back, who's in third. I haven't seen Fleming on the rider list tonight. I'm not sure if he is racing. And we've got Terry Wilkinson back in fourth, and Jan Linden Poco, who is in this group as well, in fifth. So a good result for Poco here, could have him shooting up the rankings. Daniel Schott, also one of the Moon Riders, back in seventh position on the gold jersey classification. He rode very strongly last night, so be interested to see whether he's burnt himself out or whether he's a rider that can perform in a longer tour. Using the European Springtime Magic Road skin for this, which is why we've got some lovely puddles on the road and some rain coming down, which is all too realistic for myself at the moment. Faustino still on the front there, pushing out 4.7 watts per kilogram. So jumping over to the silver jersey category, Terry Wilkinson leading that at the moment. Mark Steenley and Stephen Brearley in that competition, closely following. They're in this group as well. And also see Ryan Dummer, who's been in this group, and Francois Iker. Also Reitz there in that grouping, so Reitz is at 8th in the silver jersey classification. No mountain jersey classifications as yet. And in the sprinters jersey, obviously Woods Clace winning that currently. Matt Rucker again in second position on that competition. Francois Iker on the front there, just pushing the pace a little bit. Gavache chasing him. I'm not seeing too much of a thinning of this group at the moment, but let's see a rider just going off the front there. It's Mike Aid pushing out 8 watts per kilogram there, going up this little incline. He's opened up a gap of 17 metres. He's a good strong rider, Mike. Heartfelt coming up to him. See all the other riders' powers turning red there as they reel Mike back in. Nobody wanting to let too many people go up the road just at this moment in time. So all of the stages on this tour are related to members of the Moon Riders team. And this one is related to Szkudlarek and Rzeszutek, who live not too far away from Wrocław. And this is a course that's on the northern slope of Mount Ślęża, quite often used for mountain biking routes. I have to apologise for my poor pronunciation of all these words, but I try. This little bit of a hill section seems to have started slimming down the group, looking like we're down to about 18 in this group. See the gap there, back to the following chase group. They're grouping up and working together. I don't think they're going to be able to reel this group back in. Palowski there, Ostana, Warinyuk. Rider off the back there, closing in. I think that's Santos just off the back there. Getting himself back in with this group. Run back up to the front group now. Gavash make a little attack there. Opened a gap of 26 metres. Farrell of the Moon Riders pushing out some power there to try and close that gap back down. The Moon Riders have been working together in the Tour de Alps race as a team. Discord channels going on. They know how to work together and to get the best out of each rider and ensure that nobody escapes. As Hartveld puts power down on the front there, Gavash putting in a chase, Francois Riker there on the front of the group, marshalling things. Just behind him in the OTR king we've got James Ogilvy and then Shock. It's a little bit different to some of the other platforms in that you can really see the racing dynamics, the team dynamics working on RGT. This chance that you can throw a rider up the road and then chase on and use them, or going in almost a time trial situation and having one of your riders go off the front, burn themselves off and drag you, saving your energy but keeping the pace high for everyone else, and then you can launch yourself off them. Seeing two riders in the dirt kit there. A couple of the OTR riders drop towards the back. Just watch so they don't get dropped off completely there. I see Peter Brook Wavell there in third position. Keeping our eyes on this man, Woods Clace in the yellow jersey, just drop him to the back of this group, enjoying the draft. It's the man that we're all trying to beat at the moment. A very canny racer, rides a lot on RGT, is very successful. All this scenery that we're viewing at the moment is created from the computer's own mind. The magic roads are provided by a GPX that you can use from all manner of sources. One of the most common ones is to create a ride in Strava, save it as a GPX, and you can upload that to RGT. And RGT will create your road as faithfully as they can from the information you provide, giving you all of the turns and the elevation. Any route is only as good as the information that's provided in the first place. Some fantastic fun creating interesting different routes. See Nürburgring just coming back on there. I think Nürburgring has been dropped for a little while. He's managed to get himself back into the group. Yeah, it's possible to create some interesting routes using all different areas that you wouldn't really associate with cycling. You can use cycle paths and all sorts of things to get yourself some really challenging and interesting routes. Not just be restricted by the road itself. You probably occasionally just hear myself using the pedal in the background. I'm actually in this race but not competing, to just stop myself from being kicked out of the race. So just keep turning the pedals and applying a little power every now and again, so RGT thinks I'm riding. So you see a lot of the group in here getting back together. The group's increasing in size. Coming underneath the halfway marker, those big yellow banners. Up a little slope again, just stretching it out. Some of the riders at the front put the power in there. James Ogilvy on the back chasing on a little bit, putting on 6 watts per kilogram there. Some of the heavier riders having to work a little bit harder on these inclines. As soon as the road goes downhill again, I'll be away. Just dropping off the back there. He's easing off from the power. You can see his power bar there going to the blue power, meaning that it's below his, well below his FTP. His Nürburgring has been dropped once again. He's trying to chase back on. I think that's the end of this race for Padel. Just easing back. Roy Neal further back in the group in there. You had a good race yesterday. Manka with him there, the Rasio Racing kit. Ellis and Mike Aid there just been dropped off the back. Not sure if these riders will get back on. They're working hard there. See them in the orange power bars, orange and red, but the group is disappearing up the road. Nürburgring, a little bit of no man's land here. 76 metres to go to catch up to James Ogilvy. There's been another split in the group there. Griffiths, Ogilvy, Faustino, who was pushing hard on the front earlier on in the race. Just being distanced a little bit back by the pack now. Still on a slight gradient. Faustino pushing to get back now. 5 watts per kilogram. Ryan Dummer just suffering a little bit at the back of the pack there. He's having to push a little bit. Small gaps opened up. Already you can see there Ryan Dummer is receiving no draft benefit. That's another thing with the elevation. As soon as the elevation goes up, that distance that you have to be away from the rider in front closes. You have to be a metre or 2 behind the rider in front to gain any drafting advantage. So if you see Faustino coming past there, Ryan trying to just force his way onto the wheel. He's saving 2 watts. Well, Faustino is going past him and carrying on towards the group in front. I'll just stay with Faustino now for a little while, see whether he manages to make that connection. He's still pushing hard. He's putting out 5 watts per kilogram. You can see at the back there of the group 13, position 13, Matt Stratford was putting out way above that. As you drop to the back of the group, you have to make sure you put on the power to jump straight into that draft and not be slingshotted out the back. It is very much a skill to find that sweet spot in the drafting and keep with it. Faustino now over the slight incline. I think he's going to be kept away from this pack. I don't think he's going to be able to hook back on. Elevation's increasing, distances slightly decreased. I think as we start dropping down again, let go. Back up with the main group at the front here. Peter Brewaville on the back there. Francois Eicher, Bergqvist, Farrell. A little bit of gaps opening up now. 25 minutes into the race. It's Francois Eicher. His job done for the team today. It would appear he's dropping back. Brewaville and Bergqvist there. Just a little bit of gapping, but they're seeing the risk. They're closing that gap down. There's Lynn Paco on the front there, pushes on, and Matt Stratford comes through. As soon as he's on the front there, kills the power. Let somebody else take the front so he can sit in the draft. Gavash riding strong there. Shock still up in this front group from Moon Riders. They put on this event and I think they also intend to win it. They're putting a strong showing. Still 10.2 kilometers left to go in this race, 26 minutes into it. Going to start to hurt these riders at this sort of pace. Witek still up at the front there. Stratford taking the lead. Stratford again, he's just killed the power off as he's gone to the front, allowed someone else to roll through. Staying in the wheels, saving his energy. I think Stratford might be one to watch as this race carries on. Stratford pushing on there, shot going with him, marking him. Stratford goes again. As he's stretching the group out. Go down to 10 in this group now. See, I think it might be James O'Gilvy chasing on there at the back. They chase on straight through and off the front. It's Peterborough Wavell. Hard felt there. They've opened a little gap up, but they're not pushing on, they're not trying to win this race at this point. They're just conscious of the fact that they were getting dropped out the back. So you see Stratford there, gone from the front to the back, having to push to get on to the group. Place. Just a momentary loss of concentration there. And to make an attack is really at the back there as well. And to go deep into the power to get themselves back into the group. A momentary loss of concentration, you can jump out the back there and you have to put a lot of effort in to get yourself back into the group. And doing that on a few occasions can be the end of the race. Same before, some fantastic scenery considering it comes out of the computer's own mind. Momentary view of the matrix there. Kilometres left to go. I think we might start seeing some attacks now. See one of the Moon Riders races going off the front there. In shock. Don't think that was an attack for himself, but whether he was just doing it to try and draw some of the other riders out of the pack. In this group, really. Just starting into the climb. Shock's power goes red there. And that's 6.2 watts per kilogram. Cav Ash still up there and active. Group opening up there with Peterborough Wavell on the front as well. He's powering through off the front. He's keeping that power steady, consistent, 4.6 watts per kilogram. Matt Stratford back up towards the front end of things. Matt Lucker's in there as well. Peter off the front there. Stratford marking him. Sitting in on his wheel, enjoying the draft. Stratford goes towards the front. 5.8 kilometres. With a long climb now coming up. This is where it will be decided. Really sitting on the back of the pack there. And Farrell pushing to get back into the group. Sometimes the algorithm on RGT can seem to just have you sat out to one side and not quite bring you back across to the rest of the pack. And it's on those occasions when you really have to be careful and wary and watch the power that you're applying to make sure that it moves you across. See Lyndon Poco there being stuck out to one side. And then just having ever so slightly a gap open up in front of him, which he has to overcome to get back into the draft pocket. More experienced riders in RGT can see this happening, know what's going on, either back off or accelerate in order to get themselves back into that little sweet spot. I see two groups appearing on the road now, side by side. Shock, Farrell and Braley over on the left hand side there, as they go onto the inside of this corner and get moved up the field. And Paco doing a little effort there to get back grouped up. Kilometres left now. Just very quickly run back down the field. See Francois Riker there back in 13th position. He's still pushing hard. Only 80 metres back. I thought he'd eased up and stopped for the day. Grouped up with Fustino there, and they're not too far off the pack. I'm surprised by that. You see James Ogilvy back in 15th position. This may be one of the races that Ogilvy decides to dump. And a little grouping back behind him there. Ryan Dummer, Luke Burr. Further back on the road, Paul Cadell. He's dropped back considerably there. Roy Neild, Santos, Cobra Manco. Another group there, we've got Forster, Ebling, Walker. The OTR team turned out in force tonight and harassed. See Ellis, the dirt team, and then we've got Mike Aid, Reitz, Portowski. Further back Vieira, Thomas Poniatowski with Mike Wareham there. Isidore, Wariniuk, Horgan, Lamont, Kent, G-Skate, Rowan. Rowan had a good race last night. Tartaruga, Smith, Rzeszutek. This is the course that's close to Rzeszutek's home. Alves, Taylor. A little grouping here of Murray, Matthew, Brackle, Stoofbergen. Guy, he was in the race last night as well. He was battling hard all race. Chong, Dusen and Zovchik. Pedrick, Niklas, Leandro and Lewis, Gilbert and Calvario, Ian Hurst, Costa. Back with the bot cams. We jump back up to the front of the race now. Only 1.9 kilometres left to go. Farrell on the front of this race. Plus 0.8 on the gradient, but it's going to start getting steeper now. Farrell and Moon Riders pushing on at the front. Some Team 3R riders in here. Still got OTR, Peter Brookwevel, Hartfelt, Jalen and Paco. Brearley's in this group. Matt Stratford. Shock. As I say before, I think that Matt Stratford was doing well, hiding the wheels. We'll see how much of his energy he's managed to save. Coming up from the back there in that Team Blue jersey. That's Peter Brookwevel just at the back of that group, I think. Woods Place moves up to the front. Steve Brearley. Is this an attack by Wouter? Gradient's hitting 8.6% now, only 1.2 kilometres left to go. And that's Gavash pushing on at the front. Brearley and Wouter second and third as we're coming underneath the 1 kilometre marker. Classically, this would be the part where you'd expect the attacks to be happening, but it is on quite an incline now. We're on 5.4%, it's just jumped up to 6.2% as we go underneath the 1 kilometre marker. Gavash opening up a gap of 20 metres, but he's capable of taking this all the way to the line. Had a good race last night. This will be a fantastic one if he takes this tonight. Wouter Clace watching him in third wheel as Hardvelt goes, pushes on. Matt Stratford coming from back. He's moved up to third position, but he isn't burning all his matches just yet. Hardvelt pushing on. Gavash, only 770 metres left to go as Matt Stratford pushes on once again. Moves up into second position. Nice tight grouping of 5 towards the front now. All interested in taking the win, but are they going to overhaul Gavash there with a 15 metre lead on this incline? It's jumping up to 9.4% now. Legs will be absolutely screaming. Really just dropping off the pace there as Wouter Clace moves forward again. Gavash just measuring his power now. Hartvelt second place. Matt Stratford in third. Is that it for Woods Clace? Stratford pushes. Hartvelt is going up at 6.1 watts per kilogram there. Gavash just tapping away steady at the front, 5.5. 350 metres to go, but on this sort of an incline it could be anybody's race. Hartvelt, Stratford. Stratford's going 9.5 watts per kilogram. 8.2. He's chasing on for Gavash there. He's catching him. And he's passing him. Strong riding from Stratford here. Gavash still tapping out that same rhythm. Perhaps he's not got anything left in the tank. Stratford power a little bit erratic there. He's going deep into the red. but he's going to take the win for that effort. As Hartville goes past Gavash. Has Gavash got anything left in the tank to take it back? Hartville taking second place. Gavash a well-deserved third. Witek coming in, looking like he's going to take fourth from an attacking Brearley. Witek pushing over the line as Brearley comes through in fifth. Farrell for the Moon Riders coming through in sixth, with Steenley coming through attacking hard in seventh. Matt Looker just missing out on that place at the line. Faustino, a good ride there to bring back in ninth. Bergqvist behind him. Lyndon Paco coming through in 11th. And Schock there coming through in 12th position. Peter Brookwavell in 13th. And Francois Riker following through in 14th there, which is a good position. I had thought that Francois had hung up his cycling shoes for the day, but he's still pushed on to get himself a good position. .300 metres clear of Santos. Santos and Griffiths battling here now. Let's see who'll take the win between these two. With 200 metres left to go to the finish line. Ostana is coming in. He's pushing hard behind them to try and catch up, and it looks like he's going to. 17th position. And it looks very strongly like he's going to come through to 15th here. Oh, Santos and Griffiths put the power down. They've seen the danger there. Griffiths goes past Santos. Santos can't quite overhaul him again. Santos coming through in 16th position, and Stana there fought hard to catch up to those riders, but in the last few moments they just passed him by. Roy Neild overtaking Ryan Dummer, and Cabramanca coming through there in 20th position. James Ogilvy, strong ride, which seemed to suffer towards the end. Following up here for 21st position, but he's got Nogbar chasing hard. Gilby putting in a sprint to ensure he keeps that 21st position as Nogbar opens up his sprint just a little bit too late there, coming through in 22nd for Nogbar. Paul Budell, a good showing, 23rd position. 90 metre gap back to Norigi, who's just been taken by Walker. A little bit of a battle going on here. Jarigi fighting hard with Walker. I think Jarigi's just going to take it to the line. Walker comes through in 25th position. Forster 26th. He's 35 metres clear of Ebeling. Ebeling coming in 27th position here. Sprint to the line. As Harris comes through 28th. Ellis of the Dirt team. In 29th position, he's 160 metres clear of Mike Aid of OTR. See the end of that race. Mike Aid here, 30th position. Yeah, he's to get himself to the line. He's 115 metres clear of Reitz. Over and home. Reitz and Portowski here. Is Portowski going to put in a sprint here at the last minute and overhaul Reitz? Reitz is putting the power down. Portowski is chasing hard. It just looks like Reitz has got the making of this one. He's up at 4.6 watts per kilogram. Portowski not quite able to match him. Reitz coming through in 31st. Portowski in 32nd. Visitor comes through in 33rd position there. Just see Mike Wareham chasing hard in 34th. Putting a fantastic effort there. Thomas Poniatowski, the Moon Riders, coming through in 35th. Oh, he's being chased hard by Horgan here. And Horgan looks like he's going to overhaul him. Horgan takes 35th position on the line, and Poniatowski there just not able to react. Vieira, 37th position. It's not been a long race for anyone, but it has been a hard one. 48 minutes in now. And Lamont, 38. Pushing out 4.6 watts per kilogram here. Putting in some effort to get this cleared. 120 metres left to go. Jay Smith behind him. That's Lamont home in 38th. Smith in the cycling podcast jersey there. Coming home for 39th position, being chased hard by Skater of OTR. Not far behind them is Tartaruga. Tartaruga just being overhauled by Kent there. Kent takes 41st position, Tartaruga coming through in 42nd. Alves and Rohan battled it out for 43rd position. Alves putting the power down, just accelerating away from Rohan there. Rohan not able to match it. Alves taking 43rd position, Rohan coming through in 44th. Rzeszutek, he's stopped on the road there. I'm not sure if he's having a technical, whether he's decided that his race over for tonight. Back to Taylor. Taylor now with 166 metres left. Gradient. If you are looking for other events, if you head over to the VCN page on Facebook, we are covering all of the Moon Riders events in 2 time zones, covering them in Europe and the Americas time zone. Fantastic event. It's looking like it's going to be really interesting. We're also covering a number of other events, the Tour of the North and also the PRT handicap race, which is occurring on Thursday. It's a regular event. Rzeszutek's back underway now, coming through in 46th position as Taylor went through to 45th there. There have been all manner of issues there. Rzeszutek. See Murray coming through in 47th position here. He's got Chong chasing on though. You have to watch he doesn't lose his place. Chong putting in a fantastic sprint here at 10 watts per kilogram. Oh, Murray's reacted. He's just unable to keep Chong away there. It's Chong coming through in 47th, Murray in 48th, Stoofbergen now. I think his position is safe, 49th. He's got 90 metres back on Van Brakel. He's still putting in a lot of effort, taking it to the line. Van Brakel back in 50th position now. Wearing the Wahoo Le Col jersey. They've been taking part in a number of events on RGT recently, the Wahoo Le Col team. I'm not sure if he's a member of their team, but they've been taking part in the MRET events, the Team Time Trial, the Magic Road Anytime, Magic Road events, Team Time Trial, which you can take part in any time because you organise your own time with your team. So Wahoo Le Col have been taking part in that, and I think they're taking part in the La Copa series as well that's upcoming. As you see, Pedric's now coming through in 51st position. It's closely followed there by Guy. Strong Ride coming through in 52nd. Brad Newick coming through 53rd position now. He's clear of Zovchik by 150 metres. Zovchik putting in an effort on this climb now. Wearing the Watt Bike kit. There are a number of kits available in the RGT library. You've got a massive choice for what you can wear to personalise your avatar. It comes through over the line, 10.7% at the end. It's a punishing gradient at the end of any race. See Doosan coming through, 55th position. You can see the names chalked on the road there. Quite inspirational for you as a rider to see your name chalked on the road. It's a feature that RGT applies automatically. It reads the rider list and goes along and marks down random riders as it's going, creating the roads for you. As Gilbert comes through in 56th position. He's being chased by Calvario. I'm not sure if you can see that Calvario is coming for him. He's putting in a sprint Gilbert now to keep Calvario away. Calvario's chasing hard though. It's not going to overhaul him on those last sections. Gilbert in 56th. Calvario in 57th as Nicholas comes through. 58th position. Louis in 59th position here with Leando. I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier on. You can see Louis' power bar underneath his name is yellow there. Leando is going red. You can see he's putting in a lot of effort there to pass Louis. the endo, 480 meters left to go. He's kept Louis company there for a while, but looks like he's dropping him now as we're coming into this climb. Leandro wanting that position, and he's distancing Louis now. He's got 45 meters on him. Louis not appearing to respond, staying in his green power bar. And Leandro in the red there, applying the power. 310 meters left to go. So around about 150 meters back to Louis, I think. So Louis just drops out in the distance there. Leando's eased off slightly. 210 meters left to the finish line for Leando. Going up this cobbled climb. Leando puts some more power in again. Start line, start finish line. Going to come into sight now in the distance. 100 meters to go. Empty the tank. Get there as quick as you can. And get straight off and have a little cry in the corner. 4.4 watts per kilogram. Leando sprinting to the finish line now. Race is done. Go for a well-earned break. And drop back to Louis, 60th position. And he's clear. Ian Hurst by 63 meters. And a strong finish as well. Ian Hurst can see him in the distance, and he is pushing hard to try and catch him. You've also seen that finish line gives everybody a little boost of energy. Louis crosses the line. Ian Hurst coming through, 61st position. And we are left with Costa. Still on the course now. Costa back in 67th position. Sorry, 62nd position. With 1.6 kilometers left to go. Stage 3 is in Winterberg. It's not till the 19th. So a couple of days break. And the next stage, Winterberg, is 24.1 kilometers long with 703 meters of elevation. It's the mountain stage of the Moon Riders Tour and the home of Timo Achenbach. Also known as the home of the World Cup of the bobsleigh and luge races, so the climbs are competed on the low mountain range. It'll be interesting to see whether the power climbers get through on that race, or whether it will be the climbers, or the rulers who are able to power through. Interesting to see whether we have a shake-up in the standings. Costa coming through now, 1.3 kilometers left to go. Already quite a lot of sign-ups for the race, the next race in this series. And the results have already been updated, and we see that Witek in the gold jersey is now at 375 points, as opposed to Matt Lucker and Gavash, who are both on 345 points. And then Stephen Braley in fourth at 320 points in the gold jersey. The silver jersey, Stephen Braley's winning that from Mark Stanley at 320 to 315, and Henry Farrell, another of the Moon Riders riders, is challenging in that competition at 290 points. We have some mountain jersey points for this competition now as well, and that's being won by Matthew Stratford at 200 points over Wout Hartveld, who's at 190, and Gavash is competing in that one now as well at 180 points. And the green jersey is still taken by Witek at the moment, with Matt Lucker and Fleming back following on in that competition. So it's possible, even though Fleming back missed tonight and so did Casper Hededam, they have a good chance of winning in this competition still, because as I say, it's a 6-race competition, but only 4 out of the 6 actually matter. Your best 4 of the 6 results matter. You see Costa, 875 meters left to go, tapping out a nice steady rhythm of 1.8 watts per kilogram. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd enjoyed the stream. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we're also on Facebook. We have a page, V-Cycling News, on Facebook, which if you like that page, you'll also get updated of when we're doing live streams. We'll also bring you other interesting videos, like we did a first look video of the new One app for RGT's biggest update, and they've switched everything around, had a big change up, and it's really worth having a quick look at that video just to see what's different in the new app, to talk you through it all. And if you've not used the app before, it will just give you a heads up, let you know where things are, what new features to look for. .64 meters climb now. .604 meters remaining for Costa. Bridge, which is another element added randomly by the RGT software, just to break up the scenery, make it look a little bit more realistic. New scenery packs are on the roadmap for RGT, so So we did originally start with RGT Standard, which was kind of like Spanish scenery. There was trees, but they were a bit more few and far between. And there have been talk of seaside scenery packs, desert packs, but getting the one app launch was taking up a lot of the devs' time. Once this has settled down again, we'll start to see talk of the new features that are coming out. There was talk of some team features being implemented as well. I've not seen those been implemented as yet. I don't think they've come in this latest update. There was talk of having teams added into the group, so you could have yourself with a team name, and potentially that would open the door for other modes, which would possibly be things like having a mass time trial, but where only your team mates would be able to draft off yourself. So you can have a number of time trial races going on at the same time, team time trial races going on at the same time, which would be an interesting feature. But it also made it easier to see who was on the teams. A number of riders who you may have seen tonight added in brackets after the names their team name, but having it as a completely separate figure, as a completely separate item, helps with the things like the selections in RGTDB to allow riders' names to be seen more easily and to be processed more easily as well. Costa, we're now with 205 metres remaining of this course. Still tapping out a steady rhythm. 1.8 watts per kilogram. Good cadence up there at 89. Metres remaining as we see that finish line coming into sight. Meters, gradient really kicking in now. See Costa over the line now. So, as I say, if you've enjoyed the coverage tonight, then please do give us a like and subscribe. Head over to the Facebook page, check out some of the videos that we've put out in the past, some of the help videos on V-Cycling News on Facebook, and also check out the YouTube page and all the videos put on there as well. It's been great having you along for this race tonight, and we'll see you next time around on the next stage of the Moonriders Tour. Take care.